G'day! Today we're continuing on looking at Next Fest demos. That's demos that were out during the Next Fest, which is currently going on as I record this, well and truly over by the time you're seeing it. This time we are having a look at Aquatico. Subsurface base. Let's go. Roaring Dead 9. Let's even get rid of the 9. Or do I have to keep the 9? No, I don't have to. Roaring Dead. Choose a nice banner. Let's go for Seahorse. And let's get a nice aquatic blue in there. Yeah, we won't go higher than normal difficulty. 2 or 12, 2 or 14. Let's just start it on what you're giving us to be generous. I assume you're being generous. This will be like, I guess, surviving Mars. Again, a game I haven't played, but as opposed to being Mars, we're going to be sort of on the bottom of the ocean. Most production buildings need to be connected through a pipeline to have a steady supply of oxygen, fuel, and electricity. The connections can be seen in the form of blue dots on the outer edges of the building when using pipeline tool. This is... yeah, okay. Choose a location for your people to build the subsurface base. I guess we want to be on green, so let's have a look to see if there's any sort of like constant green. I reckon here. Because if we can also build on that blue, it's probably the widest gap we've got. Welcome, Seamare. Leading an underwater colony is a great responsibility, but we at the New Atlantis Initiative have no doubt you can handle it. Going underwater is our last chance of survival, since the asteroid hit made the surface uninhabitable. And I imagine that I would already know that. But I mean, this exposition is important for me, not knowing that. Focus on the production of plastics for construction, fuel for heating, food for our people. Cold winter currents will strike soon. Build a beacon of civilization to give hope to mankind in these hard times. Follow the tutorial to learn how to build and organize your underwater colony. Hover over the highlighted icons to continue. This is your resource bar. Alright, cool. Well, at least hovering over everything will give you a greater detail on them. Always good. Electricity, crude oil, fuel. Are we moving in time or are we paused? Pause when I hold spacebar. Hover over the highlighted tools. Keep track of your resident count, your drones. Happiness. Pause again. Menu pressing space, and then unpause it again. The 1 to continue. Cool. Try all the controls to continue. Move the mouse. Hold right click to move the camera. Rotate the camera. Middle mouse, left right. Hold middle mouse, left right to spin. Okay. Open the production buildings group through the game toolbar. Select and place gatherers placed on the seabed. Unassigned workers or drones will take the resources from your subsurface base depot and transport the materials to a designated construction site. When enough materials are at the site, the drones will start constructing. Makes sense to me. So, a hub for crew gathering edible maritime fauna like mussels, sea snails, and sea cucumber. So is there any indication of where that needs to be put? Not really. Let's go sort of over here though, where there's a lot of stuff on the ground. Alright, let's get them flying over there. So one dude. Like 3D printing it, I guess. The job boards panel and check out automatically assigned workforce. Almost every building requires a workforce assigned to operate it. On job board panel, you can assign workforce members to certain jobs professions. You can assign them manually or automatically. Cool. This is the sort of thing I do like. This is banish style. I don't want automatically assigned work, of course, so I will take that off. Find the most efficient location, then place a sponge collector on the seabed. Really tricky that you're not letting me close this guy. Can I close him down here? Is that the job board? So he wants the blue? Can't tell if that's a good thing or if that's just like... there. Oh, let me close this thing, please. Thank you. Another guy straight into it and getting that guy built. Select and place an oil platform on the seabed. Find the best suitable location. Toggle to the grid view. And look for crude oil-rich areas. Orange-colored cells. Is that the orange you mean? Right, so we can see that that's much more efficient if we've got them up here, so I assume that is the oil field. Select to place a fuel refinery. Let's put that, I guess, up there. Open the infrastructure group game toolbar. Connect the oil platform with the fuel refinery with the same. Do I need to like select the marked sponge collector building and pay for the production boost upgrade? I assume that's increased the production there. 20%. Assume it's this construction that we're waiting for now. Slowly, slowly, little drones. You a drone or are you? You one of my people? You're human. It's Timothy. Sorry, Timothy. I've made you walk a very long way there. Where was that menu that let me look at what everyone's job was? Jobs board. I've only got the... Oh, these are drone jobs over here. Cool. Oh no. So that says oil rig drone. Gather a drone. So it's these ones that have to be people. And then it will specifically say drone. It's a drone gig. Not great that I can't get rid of this page if one of these is up. Like I can't even go this way because it's not there, it's behind that. Plastics factory. On the seabed, connect plastics factory to the existing pipeline. So I assume that pipeline I'm meant to have running all the way to the other stuff. So let's put the plastics factory sort of just back there. And let's get that pipeline running from him to... What's the objection? Let me close these menus, come on. Oh, I can move it, thank goodness. Okay. Now, do I also need to connect these guys to each other? And these guys? I'm not over clear on that. These guys seem to take a step inside the building, whereas you can see with those ones I haven't done that, so... Is that not something I'm meant to be doing? Is that saying that I'm meant to be connecting this guy to that? Definitely don't have enough available stuff for that. Like Timothy and Liza are just chilling outside. Like, not even anywhere to go into. I feel like I'm gonna have a problem if I can't connect this guy to this pipeline. Which seems like what it's gonna want me to do. Right, so the pipeline connection would actually have to be, I would pull, say, like this off here. Then run him down, but I'm already out of credits. No, I want to destroy that pipeline there. Was that just saying that's the maximum amount that I can make it? Okay, so now I want to remove this pipeline. How can I opt to delete you? You are now going to cause me headaches because the only way I'm really going to be able to connect this is to flip this guy all the way up here. Connect him there. There we go. Harvest the designated resources. Drag a box around the area you want to harvest. Heroes can be found and scavenged in your immediate... gather an item on the game toolbar, left mouse click, open up a clear building and open up clear buildings and resources and select gather stone, iron or plastic option. Click here, so... This guy, gather stone, iron thing, and then go... Open up the research screen and idle turbine. Houses and civic buildings can only be built inside well-pressurized hubs called domes, which can sustain everyday normal life. Whoa. Right, so it's actually a lot smaller than it seems. It's just very high up. So they're not like on the sea floor, they're attached to the sea floor, but significantly more escalated. Okay, and I assume that that will want me to connect that guy to them as well. Slowly, slowly. Toggle between ground and dome view. Select and place 2 houses inside your dome. Oh, that's interesting. So now I've got like a whole separate level that I'm now looking at. Open up the research screen and research the oxygen generator. Allows a building to build a vital buildings that chemically turn seawater elements into breathable air. Select and place a tidal turbine on the sea fled. Did I say sea fled? Sea fled. Tidal turbine. Any benefits to where this is placed? Doesn't seem like it. Let's chuck him up here. It's my exclamation mark. Is that just saying something's going on up here? Select and place oxygen generator on the seabed. I can see that both these guys will need the, yep. Open the research screen and research the battery factory. Select the leaking pipeline socket and repair it. Alright, and what way do I repair it? Repair socket. I turned on the grid view at some point, right? Can I turn that off again? There we go. Bit more of a pretty world. Yeah, we've got two houses, but both of them are living in the same one house. Select and place a battery factory on the seabed. This marks the end of the step-by-step tutorial. As a final word of advice, watch out for the notifications and the warnings the game sends your way, and act on challenges in a timely manner. Dear Seamare, I missed the rest of that message. They're a little bit cold. Alright, so I guess what we want to be doing then is having a look at that research tree. Allows the construction of a hologram panel that displays our faction banner, improves our resident satisfaction with the surrounding environment, allows us to build the basic robot factories, fuel refinery and proximity oil, gains production bonus. Alright, let's go for that. Let's have a look too at the job board. There's probably got a few drones need to get to work. Couple of squid going by there. Workers en route from HQ. So what's the I don't know what the exclamation marks mean. Resources required in production are not arriving to this building. Missing pipeline related resources. Increased production and supply line. Missing electricity. Are you missing electricity too? Alright, do we have electricity? Is that what the turbine is? So it's making 80 electricity, but we are under the amount that we require, so let's get another guy in there. Good measure. Let's put 2 more in there. Get him connected. New people have arrived at your colony. New Atlantis HQ has sent them to assist with our daily tasks. We should put them to good use as soon as possible. Accept them. Okay. We already had 2 people. I don't think that were doing anything. Now we got 4. Four of none. Was that children? No houses for people. Restaurants. Sounds like they get to have the high life up there. Alright, let's see if getting these 2 built gets rid of these exclamation marks. Guy's already spinning. There we go. So that guy started up. Those 2 are both happy. 4 people. How many houses do they need? It's got 1 in it, but that one's got 2. So that one should have the 3rd. So I did see that we also had a fishing building food production. And not really sure where my like ideal fishing zones are. Let's put that guy down there. Let's go to the jobs board and we'll go. Can't even add a fisherman until I guess we've got place completed. From that initial tutorial, I think it did a good job of telling me what to do and sort of directing me to where I needed to put it. I kind of feel like it lacked giving me an understanding of why I was building buildings, or if there was any sort of thing to do with where's a good place to place a building. How much? So I guess this is my summary of what I currently have versus like, so it's a 8+, but if I had more things that were dropping that under, it would be negative, and then I would just have to make more. So for oxygen, say I can see this guy's making 100. I currently have a balance of 78 because the population currently requires just 21. Stuff's making sense. Fisherman's drone in building. So I suppose as well I'd want to build a... That's the depot, right? No, that's a subsurface base. That's provide some storage space. Okay. Big domes. Medium domes. All right, well, we've hit just about time on this one. Yeah, fine start. If the big main game, I suppose it would be interesting to see like what's sort of the long-term goal of it is. Is the expectation that you're going to sort of like be up against something, or is it just sort of survival? Um, I know it did talk about like sort of the cold waters that'll come through, so that gives me more of a suggestion of a banished style. You're just attempting to survive. Um, yeah. All right. Any questions or comments? Feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later.